Governor Scott Walker has been on the go this weekend with trips to La Crosse and Iowa. He also appeared on Face the Nation this morning to discuss what his foreign policy plans would be if he were president.
As a governor, you have to put a cabinet in place, and hopefully you pick people as smarter than you on any given topic. I think that's something that's required of a successful president, is putting people in place, be it Secretary of Defense, National Security Advisor, Secretary of State, and others, and then having the good sense to listen to them and to others in the chain of command in the military, consulting with the Congress.
Governor Walker spent yesterday in La Crosse at the Wisconsin Republican Convention, and that's where News 3 political reporter Jessica Arp sat down with him one-on-one. He talked about cuts in the state budget and changes he announced to his flagship jobs agency.
Backstage at the state Republican Party convention, Governor Scott Walker told us why, after a second scathing audit of the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, his 4-year-old agency, he's planning to drop direct loans to businesses from the program.
It's always been an issue, whether it's at Commerce or WDC, the question of loans and is it right to pick one or the other versus just having competitive programs that anyone can apply for. It doesn't involve the underwriting process. You can leave loans up to commercial banks and credit unions and have the economic development entity really focused in on promoting the state.
But there's concern about that, too. Some on the WEDC board saying the loans are helpful for businesses, but the governor didn't consult them about proposed changes.
There's criticism from both sides now about that you should just scrap this and start over from scratch. Have you considered that?
If there's issues from all different directions, might mean you're onto something, because what we're trying to do is not please the right or the left, but trying to do what's in the best interest of the taxpayers of the state of Wisconsin, being good stewards of their dollars.
Do you plan to make any leadership or personnel changes at the agency?
Those are all things we'll take a look at. I think for us, before we make any adjustments, we want to make sure we know what the legislature is finally going to do.
The governor also says he wants to take some $55 million that was headed to WEDC and turn it into a worker training program, although he says he's open to that being diverted to the UW or public schools, and will talk with lawmakers about it this week alongside the future of WEDC.
Are you disappointed, though? I mean, this was one of the major initiatives you thought would be a job creation engine.
No, I'm not at all. In fact, if you talk to people out in the economic development entities, the regional Chamber of Commerce's, the regional efforts, and they'll tell you the frontline staff has been spectacular. They'll tell you the WDC has stepped it up from the Department of Commerce. It's a few sidebar issues that involve higher areas within the administration.
Jessica Arp reporting for us there. She also spoke with the governor about his trip to Israel. You can see what he had to say on his recent travels by visiting our website, channel3000.com.